Sunday evening, getting ready to wrap up this storm, but it's going to wrap up with a lot of wind. We're going to dive into that here. Also talk about the exceptional snow still to come in some parts of snowmobile country in particular. Just a reminder, you can track all this on the app. You've got the live radar that's right in our Noises 1 degree outside weather app on the App Store and Google Play. Surface analysis shows the storm center coming into northern New England, redeveloping along the coastline. Had it developed a little bit farther south, a little bit quicker, you would have held the cold air, had a big snowstorm, but woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? In the meantime, we've looked at the warm air coming in, changed things over to ice for a bunch of us. There is a back edge of snow that still needs to snap on through, and you can see it coming in through central Massachusetts, central New Hampshire, including the Queen City of Manchester as we get to about 9 to 11 p.m. It continues to move from there, and then you clear out. The standing water that's out there freezes. Heavy treatment will be needed as we head into the course of the overnight tonight with that colder air coming in. It's going to lock up that moisture. Hopefully you get the driveway cleared out as well. How much snow with that little last gasp that comes in? About a coating when you get around central Massachusetts, about an inch or two when you get into the Berkshires, and 2 to 4. But look at this, higher amounts when you come up the greens. That's due to, we're taking into account tomorrow's snow as well. Is what we call upslope snow. When you get that wind pushing up against the mountain faces, it creates snow that doesn't want to go away. And that's why you still pick up, look at this, an additional 8 to 12 when you get across northern Vermont. Yeah, a little spot there that still may get more than a foot up by Jay. And then when you come into snowmobile country, we promised you this is going to be a great storm for snowmobilers, and it is absolutely. Crown of Maine still picking up a big old widespread 12 to 18 tonight into tomorrow morning. We've had some gusts on the Cape already out of the southwest. Next up, the winds come out of the west. Cold front coming in 11 p.m. You start to hear the wind howl. It drives that wind chill down. It drives that cold air in for the freeze that we looked at. And then notice during the day Monday, right out of the gate, you're already blowing over 40. You get gusts that go over 50. With gusts of 50 to 60 during your Monday midday and afternoon, that will create some scattered power outages in and of itself. But anywhere it's going to glaze for the deep interior and ice that's weighing down the lines and limbs, that drives up the chance of getting a few outages. Notice the wind chill tomorrow is going to be running in the single digits above and below zero at the warmest time of the day. I mean, that is just a punishing wind that's with you all day long. The actual high is only in the 20s. You do no melting during the course of your Monday. Then we get to tomorrow night, and we'll be talking about actual temperatures that go down to the single digits, and the wind chill tomorrow night below zero for everybody. And this is the night we told you about some of the warming centers may need to open in some of the cities, et cetera, because the vulnerable population will have a really tough night with those wind chills. One more thing about tomorrow's weather. With the wind whipping and the cold air coming in, lake effect snow off Lake Ontario actually not only may carry to the Berkshires by midday, but in the late afternoon or early evening between about 4 and 7, you may get a flurry or a snow shower all the way to Worcester to coat the ground in Worcester County, maybe a flurry into Boston, believe it or not. Just a product of, again, that whipping wind and cold air. Here comes the next storm. Now, it's not in here Tuesday. Tuesday's still breezy and chilly. It's not in here Wednesday. Wednesday actually isn't as cold. It's not as windy. Thursday's the day will be on the north side of this thing. TBD, just how much moisture spreads north at this point, about a 70-75% chance of southern New England getting into snow. It may be separate snow showers in the north unless there's some sort of a big change in the storm track. Of course, we'll dive into that in our Insights video, our deep dive into meteorology that we'll have on Monday. We've got the early morning video coming up for you as well. And then tomorrow's a Monday, so we'll be looking at pattern predictions, the weather over the next 2 weeks. You'll find it all atop the home screen as we release the videos throughout the course of the day Monday at onedegreeoutside.com as well. That's how it looks for now. Stay safe out there as things ice up all over again, and bundle up getting into this week.